And it was a great team effort to beat DeWanna Bonner in her return to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Had to feel great for the fans there to see her vanquished and not playing well, and Alyssa Thomas complaining all over the floor. Bonner booed in her...
You know what's beautiful about basketball karma? DeWanna Bonner found out the hard way when she returned to Indianapolis. Following her departure from the Indiana Fever, Bonner likely believed she would end her career with a more competitive team. Fast forward to her return to Fieldhouse, and the universe had other plans. Not only did the Fever demolish the Mercury 107-101 without Caitlin Clark, but Bonner got booed mercilessly, scored just 4 points, and watched her replacement Ari Madonal drop 27. Meanwhile, her, Alyssa Thomas, was caught on camera taunting Fever fans right before they got schooled by the team they claimed wasn't good enough. So, what made Caitlin Clark so fired up? And how was instant karma served to Bonner in many different ways? Comment instant karma Bonner if you agree. Let's go.
We got to celebrate beating down DeWanna the Scammer Bonner. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, buddy. DeWanna Bonner, I just want to start here. You stink. You stunk it up. You caused all that ruckus. I thought you stopped shooting threes hitting the side of the backboard when you took the Indiana Fever jersey off.
The moment DeWanna Bonner stepped onto the Fieldhouse court, you could feel the electricity in the air. This wasn't just another game for Indianapolis fans. They had been waiting for this moment ever since Bonner decided to quit on their team after signing a contract with the Fever. The boos started the second she checked into the game, and they never stopped. Bonner's return to Indianapolis wasn't just another road game. This was a reckoning with the fans she abandoned when things got tough. Every single time she touched the ball, the crowd got louder and more hostile. You could hear fans yelling quitter at her when she stepped to the free throw line. The animosity was real, and it was personal.
Bonner battling with Hall. Bonner turns, fades, fires, and leaves it way short. Great defense there by Hall. Copper tracks it down and bounces for Bonner, who had her shot blocked. And it's a shot clock violation. Bonner walled off by Hull, and then blocked at the rim. Indiana has that 5-point lead mid-third.
The crowd's reaction was so intense that even Caitlin Clark was caught on camera enjoying every second of it. Despite being sidelined with a groin injury, Clark was on the bench celebrating every defensive stop against her former teammate. When Lexi Hull and Natasha Howard blocked Bonner's shot, leading to a shot clock violation, Clark jumped up and celebrated like they had just won the championship. The team unity was obvious, and Clark's reaction told you everything about how the locker room really felt about Bonner's departure.
Bonner booed in her return, which is to be expected considering the circumstances in which she left, and the players that have come in for the Fever are much better than Bonner was for them. Ari McDonald has been a revelation. She was great in this one again, and Chloe Bibby looks like a perfect fit. So all in all, Fever fans have to feel pretty damn good about that win.
Meanwhile, Alyssa Thomas wasn't content to just watch from the sidelines. Thomas was actively taunting Fever fans throughout the entire game, getting into heated exchanges with multiple sections of the crowd. She was caught on camera telling fans that Bonner had joined a real team, completely oblivious to what was about to unfold on the scoreboard. Thomas seemed to think she was making some kind of power move, but she had no idea how badly this was going to backfire. The drama escalated when Thomas got more aggressive with her taunting, yelling at the crowd, and seemingly trying to defend her fiancé against the boos. But this whole situation was about to get even more satisfying for Fever fans who had been waiting months for this moment. Bonner managed just 4 points on 1 of 4 shots in 20 minutes of play. She grabbed one measly rebound while her real team was getting dismantled by the squad she thought wasn't good enough for her. The performance was as pathetic as her exit from Indianapolis had been dramatic. The instant karma was already showing its beautiful face, but the Fever wasn't done proving its point yet. They had a statement to make about what happens when you quit on a team that's building something special. With Caitlin Clark sidelined with a groin injury, everyone wondered if the Fever could compete against a Mercury team sitting at third place in the WNBA. The critics were ready to pounce. This was supposed to be the moment that exposed Indiana's complete dependence on their superstar, but someone forgot to tell Ari McDonald about the script. McDonald, who wasn't even on the roster at the start of the season, was about to prove that DeWanna Bonner's departure was the best thing that happened to Indiana. The guard, who spent her college career at Arizona, averaging double figures across all 93 games she played, was ready for her moment. Music McDonald exploded for 27 points, going a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw line. She showed the kind of heart and determination that Bonner never displayed in a Fever uniform. McDonald was getting downhill, distributing the ball with 4 assists and playing with the urgency of someone who knew this opportunity might not come again. Her quickness was too much for Phoenix to handle.
When did you realize you had it kind of going tonight, and what kind of opened up for you? It felt like you were scoring kind of from basically everywhere.
When I seen those 2 threes go in, then I saw how easy it was, like getting into the paint. I'm like, okay, I'm converting. All right, I'm good. Like, let's keep being aggressive, or just keep taking what the defense is.
But McDonald wasn't carrying this load alone. Chloe BBY signed on a 7-day contract and dropped those crucial points while showcasing her ability to shoot the ball and space the floor. She even grabbed a steal on the defensive end.
Indiana trailing by 9, trying to pick up the pace here, and Chloe Bibby hits a 3.
Her in transition. Chloe Bibby's done this a million times in her time at Maryland and in practice.
Sophie Cunningham hit a massive play and finished with 12 points, while Dentis came off the bench for 12 points of her own, including a dream shake move that left Alyssa Thomas looking foolish.
See Mitchell, she's got the 5 fouls. Austin, Cunningham. Yes! And a foul! Sophie Cunningham! Give her 3, and she'll go for 4. Antes battling, spins, fades, fires, and hits. Bibby, corner 3. Oh, yeah! Cunningham. Yes!
The beautiful irony in all of this is that both McDonald and BBY were signed with the cap space that was freed up after Bonner quit on the team. The front office used Bonner's departure to bring in players who actually wanted to be in Indianapolis. These weren't just role players filling minutes during garbage time. They were warriors fighting for something Bonner never understood about team basketball. The Fever's balanced attack was dismantling the Mercury possession by possession. You could see it on Phoenix's faces as the game wore on. This wasn't supposed to happen. Indiana was supposed to fold without Clark. Instead, they were playing with more energy and chemistry than they had shown all season. Addition by subtraction was playing out in real time, and everyone in that arena could feel it. But the fourth quarter was when one player decided to put this game completely out of reach. The Mercury thought they still had a chance to steal this one, but they had no idea what Aliyah Boston was about to unleash on them.
You gotta continue to stack, okay? We ain't got no room for sliding back, okay? We no room for slippage. Every day there's a sense of urgency, okay? I was proud of you guys, the way with offensive and defensive substitutions, being ready to go with that. Everybody who came in made an impact. We had 5 in double figures, damn near 7. That's really, really good. Y'all, I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you. Together, 3, 1, 2, 3, together!
The fourth quarter started with the game still in doubt, but Aliyah Boston had other plans. She had been putting up solid numbers all game with 5 points and 12 rebounds. But she saved her absolute best for when it mattered most. This was crunch time, and Boston was about to show everyone why she's becoming the cornerstone of this franchise. The Mercury were trying to mount a comeback, and this was the moment that would define whether the Fever could close out games without Clark on the floor. Phoenix still thought they had a chance to steal this one on the road. They had no idea what was about to hit them. Boston took over the game completely, scoring 17 points in the fourth quarter alone. She went on a personal 2-0 run that crushed any hope the Mercury had of getting back into this game.
So too has Ari McDonald, who did not start the season with the Fever, but has really come on strong. Pass inside, it's a bullet. Some more contact there underneath. Hull hits the ground. Austin has a size advantage here. Wants the clear out, gets the clear out, gets inside, and pushes it home.
Every single basket Boston made was a statement. This wasn't just about winning a basketball game anymore. This was about proving the Fever had developed a championship mentality that went way beyond their superstar. Boston was getting to the free throw line at will, converting the of their attempts from the charity stripe. She was drawing fouls, finishing through contact, and making the Mercury pay for every defensive mistake.